Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Paul with Chef Amy and Alex. Alex is finally home.
Hi.
Amy's just woken up after her 19-hour sleep. She's been really lazy today.
Not.
So before we begin, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. This video is for Rachel, and this should be an easy video that Tony should be able to do. Shouldn't be on his feet for too long, and should be able to handle this really easy. We got pork, pasta, and green beans. Amy, let's take a little bite out of each and tell me what you think.
Tastes like maple. Tastes really good.
Okay, let's try the pasta.
Tastes like apples.
Tastes good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so do me a favor, guys. Hit that like, share, subscribe button, and stay tuned, and we'll start, and you'll be able to watch our show. Tony, it's time to eat like a pig. Right, Amy?
Yep.
Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Paul, and today we're making a special video as a request for our good friend Rachel, who's turning 28 at the end of the week. I can't tell you what day, and I'm not going to say her real birthday because real gentleman never tells you that. But then again, I'm not a real gentleman. Yes, I'll behave, Rachel, just because it's your birthday. So we got Chef Alex here.
Hi, I'm back.
So before we begin, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Now, Rachel is on a big kick for trying to lose some weight, even though she doesn't really need to. She's in phenomenal shape. I'm going to try to make a video for her that's going to be really healthy, that's going to support her trying to lose a little bit of weight, yet really super easy for Tony. Now, they don't like onions because they don't like the texture, but I'm going to incorporate it in the sauce. And just for them, I'm using half of a really small onion. I'm going to put that in the food processor. Why? Because it's going to make it really fine, and when it starts cooking, it's going to add flavor to it, but it's not going to be the same flavor, and it's going to be nice and caramelized, and it's going to be really different. So you shouldn't even taste it because it just won't look like it's there. Now please forgive me for starting off with really loud stuff. Now, the one really good thing about a food processor is it does all this for you really quick. You don't have to worry about, you really don't have to worry at all, about how, about your cutting skills. You don't have to worry about that.
You don't have to worry about finally mincing it.
It does it
with a knife. Yeah.
You know, you might want to give it 1 or 2 cuts just to make sure it's going into the food processor, but that's about it. And Tony, when you go to make this, like, even if you like just even half of this is good enough. You don't have to use the whole thing if you don't want to. You know what? Just for you guys, I'm gonna trash half this. I don't like wasting food, and this is for Amy and I. But you know what? I want you to have an authentic taste of what we're actually cooking. So I'll trash it just for you. So see. Now I'm going to have a little bit of ginger and garlic paste, and remember, guys, this is being cooked down, so it's not as if we're just going to have this raw. It's going to be cooked. It's going to be caramelized. I'm going to put a little bit of apple cider vinegar. If you have any health ailments, this stuff's really good. You don't want put a whole lot in here, just want a little bit, just a smidge. I'm going to use some lime. Now, you can go out and you can buy lime, like a lime, and juice it. It's a waste of your money because it's expensive.
And they go bad. Limes go bad pretty fast.
Yeah, they do, and you waste all your money for that, and then you get that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to use a bacon and maple barbecue sauce.
That stuff's really good.
It's really, really good. It's not high in sodium, and it's pretty decent with sugars. So, you know, when you're going shopping for a good barbecue sauce, I mean, Tony, it's your wife's birthday, buddy. Make sure you pick up a really good barbecue sauce for this, because, you know, it will make a difference. You want to make sure she has a good birthday meal, and this should be really simple and easy to make. I want to pour a really good amount in here, because...
So is this gonna kind of be like a marinade?
No, it's the sauce we're going to be cooking the actual meat in.
Okay.
So once this is in here, and we actually do have mixing containers, but Amy has them stowed away somewhere, and I just don't have the patience to go look for them. And I don't know if I can do it without making a huge noise, and she's still sleeping, so. So you want to stir this really, really good. You know what, one thing I will advise, just so you don't have to go out and buy any special spices, I'm not going to use any special spices. I'm just going to load this with pepper.
I have the same pepper.
We get it from the dollar store up here. No need to go out and spend money on expensive garbage.
Yeah.
Now Jess and Quill, if you're watching this, apple cider vinegar helps break sugars down. It helps break everything down. It'll even make the meat a little bit more tender, so your pork will turn out much nicer. Something to keep in mind. We do like pork, just not as much as Tony does apparently.
When is he not talking about pork?
Hopefully not in his sleep. Now Terho, if you're going to add some hot sauce, this is when you add it. Just pour it in here. I had a nasty bad reaction to some hot sauce a couple weeks ago. I can't touch it anymore. I'm done. I'll leave that to Terho and I'll leave that to Amy. They can have it. So at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to start making your noodles. Read the directions, make them properly. You're not going to be cooking them any other way after that, so whatever way they're cooked is how they're going to be cooked. So I'm going to stop for now. When we come back, we'll start with the meat and then wait for the noodles to be cooked. Welcome back. So what we're going to be doing with this meal, and I wasn't thinking about this at the time I said this, I've got the water starting to boil for the pasta, and then I also got a smaller pot because it's only Amy, Alex, and I for dinner, so we don't really want a whole lot, but we're going to boil the green beans, so we're going to get the water boiling on both pots. I should probably put that all the way up too. But once the water is boiling, you're going to cook the noodles as per directions on whatever you bought. You put the green beans, once the water is boiling, you're going to turn it down to medium. That's why when you cook the noodles, you cook and put them back down to medium too. But the pasta itself, 15 minutes. Don't do any more than that. It will go a little bit too weak. Anywhere between 10 to 15. If you want to test it, go ahead, but generally speaking, that's probably best. So when we come back, the pasta is going to be done, and the green beans are going to be done because they should be at the same time. And then we're going to start off with cooking the meat, and then we're going to get the sauce prepped. This should be a very quick meal. Tony, man, I mean, this is easy. 2 pots right off the bat. Boil your water until get it boiling. Get that boiling. Once it's boiling, turn them both down to medium. Cook your noodles exactly as per directed, and then as per And as for your green beans, medium for once it's boiling for about 15 minutes. Now you might want to use a bigger pot so that you and Rachel have enough for what you guys like to eat. Rachel said she likes green beans, so that's what we're gonna prep. So we'll be back. Welcome back. So before we begin, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Amy's just waking up, so she'll be dressed shortly. And we've got the beans done. We got the pasta done. I have to show you the sauce for that, which is a little bit of a secret. So I got the oven here, and I'm just going to heat the pan up. Got a little bit of oil on here. You might want to use a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And here we've got our meat. Now, some people are going to say, well, you know what? It's always a good thing to marinate. If I was using bigger sausages, I probably would. These are already flavored as their breakfast sausages, so I don't want to do anything more crazy than already have the barbecue sauce. The sauce I made, it has some nutritional value to it, it has some good flavor to it, and it's going to be good because this is special for Rachel. And if you're going to cook pork, then let's try to make pork a little better. Let's elevate our recipe from being just a simple little, breakfast pork sandwich to being something a lot better. So I'm just going to start putting this in here, and we're going to start waiting for this to start cooking. We just got done cooking the pasta, so it shouldn't take too long for everything to get going. For some reason I like green right now. My favorite guitarist...
Yeah, I'm noticing a theme.
My favorite guitarist in the world, Dave Mustaine, who formed Metallica and then formed Megadeth. So I have a really funny story about him. He switched from Jackson to Dean to Gibson. And you can buy his signature Dean, which has the paint job that looks like he came out of the dollar store. It's garbage. But if you buy the creamer version, which is the cheapest of all the Gibson products, it sounds the best, it looks the best, and it is the best. Go figure. Cheap out and buy the best guitar, or spend monster money and get garbage with a really crappy, with an extremely crappy finish. Now again, where this is, breakfast sausage, it's not going to take very long to cook. So,
Hey, Amy.
I'm just going to dump the sauce in here now. If you really want to be fancy-dancy and get the most out of it, you can marinate this overnight. It might help a little bit, but again, where this is already flavored, and this isn't like the big ass German sausages, you're not going to get a whole lot of value out of it. You just won't. Okay, so this is cooking. So, what are we going to do for sauce for the pasta? Well, we could do some simple pasta sauce. And I kind of feel like with our friend Tony and Rachel, they have certain dietary needs. And sometimes if you're somebody who suffers from indigestion or any stomach issues, sometimes tomato-based sauces aren't necessarily always the greatest. We have enough of that with the sausage. So what I'm going to do, instead of using...
It smells really good.
Oh, and it's going to taste really good. But instead of doing the same thing on the pasta, I'm just going to use applesauce.
And that works for a spaghetti sauce?
Oh yeah. Well, it's not spaghetti sauce. Remember, this isn't necessarily...
Or pasta sauce.
It's just a pasta sauce, right?
Yeah.
We're not making spaghetti.
But that works as a substitute?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
most people when they think of doing something like this, to them they're only thinking about, you know, well, if I'm making noodles and it has to be a pasta sauce, you know, like the only thing you can really use is spaghetti sauce, and that's so much garbage. That's not true. A lot of people use fettuccine, right? If you're going to an Italian restaurant, yeah, there's a lot of noodles there, but not every noodle dish is a pasta base, or pardon me, is a tomato base.
That's true.
There's a lot. It's like getting a pizza and thinking that every pizza in the world has to have a tomato-based sauce on top. No, barbecue chicken. Go near. There's a whole ton of things you can get nowadays that do not have to include that.
There's some pizzas that have like an Alfredo based sauce.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. So you're not limited to just using tomato sauce. So if you're somebody that wants pasta, but you have a little bit of a stomach issue, and your stomach issue is not really enabling you to really satisfactorily enjoy it because you're going to have digestive issues or something else with your stomach, well, you know, applesauce, actually, believe it or not, is a good substitute. It'll give a nice taste to it, and you know, this is quite a bit of pasta. Amy's probably going to bring some of hers to work with her. She's just waking up, and you know what I mean. Amy's not going to be in the mood to eat something really heavy right now. I'm probably going to give her a little bowl to try it out, and she'll eat a bite or two, but that's probably all she'll eat. Now watch me eat my words here, and I'll be totally wrong on that. Maybe Amy surprised me and she totally eats it. Who knows? But she's just waking up. This is her breakfast, right? So she's probably not going to eat this now. But she's not. If Amy has decided that she's going to eat a meal with us because she hasn't seen Alex forever, then you know what? If she's going to do that, then, you know, for her it'd be a whole lot better for her to have something that's a lighter texture, something that's not really heavy. Well, I mean, those are breakfast sausages. Those aren't heavy. The pasta, yeah, it is a little bit heavy, but you don't need a lot. You can 2 or 3 spoonfuls if that, even maybe only one. A couple green beans. Rachel may not want a whole lot. Tony, we know he wants to eat like a pig, so Tony, you can probably double that recipe. No problem, buddy. I mean, Alex, do you think you could do this?
I think this is something I can make.
I mean, Alex is a good cook, guys. He is. But here's the difference between me and Alex. Alex has to cook for himself. I have to cook for my wife.
Yeah.
Alex isn't going to sit here and think of a huge meal to make because, well, it's kind of a waste of money. Why does he need to? You know what? He doesn't need it because it's just him. So we're done.
Nice.
I mean, Alex, did that take very long?
No, it didn't. I'd say maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah. So I mean, like Rachel, I hope you try this, and if you do, I really want your opinion on what you think of it. I really do. I want to hear what you have to say. I'd appreciate it since I took all this time to make this. I think we'll like it anyways. I think it'll be good. And I really want to hear your opinion. Tony, you know, if you can give me a serious opinion of what you think, if it's serious and you can be constructive, I'd like to hear from you too. Try to please everybody here. Tony's really big into pork. Don't ask me why, it's all about the pork. And it's got a nice light base on it. Everything should be super healthy. Nice applesauce based pasta and some green beans. What do you think, Rachel? I hope you really like this.
I think it looks really good.
I think so too. So please hit the like, share, subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. We can use all the help we can get on this. It does help us. So until next time, please take it easy. Let me know what you think.